Hey guys, Paul from Ashen. Phoenix's new comic book day for August 11th, and we're going to get started right now. This episode brought to you by the comic book store, 30 North Main Street, Glassboro, New Jersey. You're going to need this address potentially for later, so yeah, grab it.
Hey guys, it's Tim from Capes and Scowls and Team Ashen, and hey, Paul and I did a thing. Did you see that? That was fun. Anyways, he's not listening. I'm going to talk about trades. First up, we got Star Wars Dr. Aphra, Volume 2 of the most recent series. People seem to be digging Aphra. We've got Amazing Spider-Man, number 13. This is pretty much the end of Spencer, I believe, on this run. Maybe an issue or two beyond this, but yeah, Nick Spencer off of Spidey. We've got Iron Fist, Heart of the Dragon. This was a cool mini. I read and reviewed the early parts of it. It is Larry Hama, and I love Larry Hama. And even if he writes a bad thing, I will defend him. Because Larry Hama's great, because he did G.I. Joe. I'm wearing G.I. Joe hoodie right now. There's no way around it. X-Men, Volume 3. This is Hickman. We all know how I feel about the X-Men. But I also feel like I like Hickman a lot, so I don't know what to do about this. And finally, we got Hellblazer, Volume 25. Good Lord, this thing's almost done. Is this... Whew. This is, this is the end. This is the end, people. We did it. We finally got there. So much Hellblazer.
All right, first up, we have Defenders, issue number 1. It's a thing. This is a very... So, I've never read a Defenders book, so, I don't know how they assemble, but if it's anything like this, oh, man, 90% of this book is just assembling, and then we end up where we are. It's... I'm sure people like this book. If you like Al Ewing writing, you're probably going to like the book. If you really like classic Doctor Strange, you're probably going to like the book. If you're used to the newer things that are coming out, this might not be for you, especially if you were not a fan of the 2020 series. So, with all that in mind, if you really like this book, or if you really like everything that you want from this book, then grab it.
Alright guys, first up, let me just say I liked all my books, which was nice, because I hate when I don't like a book and I have to kind of skirt around it. First one is Fight Girls, issue 2. Frank Cho loves his women. I love it when he writes them. It's really good stuff. Basically, we just go to see what happens with these the surviving women end up in a desert part of the planet, and they have to fight things like giant scorpions and monsters, and of course, somebody bites it. This has a very Suicide Squad kind of feel to it, even though it's all sexy women that look like they're on a volleyball team together. But some of them work together, some of them just want to murder everybody and make sure that they get to the end and they become the ruler, the empress, the queen, however they worded it. And the book's just fun. It's not too over the top, and there is a little interesting tidbit as far as one of the characters' backgrounds. I don't want to give it away, but I think if I do issue 3, I think I'll have to. So make sure you catch up on this. It's really good.
Next up, we have Batman 1989, or Batman 89. This is a fun series. I love the original Tim Burton Batman, and this really does take place probably right after the movie, where Batman is a thing, the Joker is dead, and we have copycats running through the city, both copycats of villains and copycats of Batman. And this centers very heavily around Harvey Dent, and Harvey Dent wants to make a name for himself, and as a result, he wants to take on Batman and ask Bruce Wayne to do a thing. And obviously that's not going to do well because Bruce Wayne's Batman. I don't know if you know this. Bruce Wayne's Batman. But yeah, the art is really, really great. You can see the Michael Keaton in this. You can see the Billy D. Williams in this. So it definitely has a lot of nostalgia in it. So I would say grab this one.
All right, next up, because I like to throw a wrench in what everybody expects, my pick of the week isn't Kyle Starks, because he's here. You're really the pick of my week. You know that, right, Kyle? I just like to mess with people. The 6 Sidekicks of Trigger Keaton, issue 3, we get introduced to a new character. She is amazing. She is definitely the muscle of the group. And we get some real hilarity in this one where all the characters are at a bar, and that's where they find her, and she's cage fighting for money because her career is kind of over. it seems like she kind of held on the longest. Maybe she was just the youngest, and she worked with Trigger last, but she is part of this whole scenario. The flashback scenes of her are pretty cool. She was essentially on a Star Trek kind of show with him, and he's nuclear. He seems like the worst human being ever. Kyle, great job writing the worst human being ever. The book's great. If you're not reading it, there's something wrong with you, and you should probably seek medical attention, because this book's amazing. And Kyle, it's really my pick of the week. But I like to mess with people, so, you know. And Schweizer's art is really good. I don't know if any of the karate stuff I saw in here is actual things, but it doesn't really matter because it's just great and it's fun. And Kyle has a free comic book day book coming out. Just go do the thing. Go to his Twitter. He'll tell you how. Just pay what you want. It's amazing.
What is my pick of the week? It is Ordinary Gods issue number 2. Ordinary Gods has been a really interesting book. So basically the concept is there are immortals from 12 realms. There's a giant war, and a group of rebels find a way to banish all of the evil from their plane. And unfortunately, someone has snuck into their base and banished the good guys instead. And that prison world is Earth. And as a result, your main characters continue to realize who they are, battle to stay alive, and then die, and then reincarnate. And we are now dealing with Christopher kind of coming into his own and realizing who he is, and realizing that even though they're all on the same side, they haven't always been on the same side. And there's some really interesting revelations, a lot of Chris trying to come to terms with who he is, and all that. This is a really fun book. This is really interesting. I want to see where it goes because it really does set up a lot of conflict even within the good guys of this group. But yeah, I would grab the first issue if you can, and then pick this one up because it's definitely worth it.
All right, so what is my pick of the week, Paul? Do you know?
No idea.
You know.
I don't.
You told me to read it. You said, I bet this is great, read it.
That was like an hour ago. I have no idea what that was.
All right, I didn't realize things were that bad for you.
It's been a bad day.
I'm sorry. All right, so my pick is Silver Coin, issue 5. This is what would have been the end of the miniseries, I feel, but it did so well, it's going to become an ongoing, I assume. That's how it reads. This one is written by the artist, which is Michael Walsh, and I really enjoy his art style. And I was kind of excited for this one because I wanted to see his writing style merge with the art. I always love that, and this was also super good. This essentially is kind of an origin story, and I love every second of it. It involves a religious man coming into the town, trying to discover this woman, whether or not she is a witch, and it has a lot to do with how the town perceives this woman and what they will and will not do for her. This is really good. It takes a hard turn. It was like kind of just casual kind of stuff, and I'm like, okay, where were we going with this? And then it just, as always with this book, it takes a turn, and it's great, and I loved every second of it. There will be more of it. There will be another rotating cast of writers, and I'm excited for the next one. I won't spoil it for you. And just read this book, even if you gotta wait for the trade. This book is fantastic, and I love it. I'm really pumped with this. I hope they just keep doing horror anthologies forever. Michael Walsh, just keep doing it forever. Forever? Probably forever. You probably have to do this forever. Please and thank you. All right, guys, that is it. Thank you for making it to the end of the video. 2 things to talk about. First of all, if you're in Glassboro, New Jersey, in the area, come by to the comic book store on Saturday for Free Comic Book Day. You can get some free books. There's a lot of cool books out. And also Paul will be here with the lovely ladies of Team Ashen. They will be doing some cosplays. I don't know what they'll be. I'm excited to find out. I know. But I'm pretending like I don't. It's going to be great. And, of course, come see them. You can, I guess, are they going to take pictures with people?
Yeah, they always take pictures with people.
I don't know. It's COVID and stuff, man.
I mean, they'll have masks, but like they'll be taking
There you go.
pictures.
You can have a mask. Have a mask, have a picture. Yeah, so do that. And also, Paul and Tim Do a Thing, our new YouTube channel, is out there where we talk about the musics and reacts to them. The first video was my pick. Paul did very well with it. Since that has
Did
come
I
out
do very well?
very well with it, he reacted accordingly.
Okay,
after
yes, that,
and since then, he has grown to love the song, which is my.
I can't stop listening.
I
to
know
it.
it's so good. I cannot wait for you to listen to it 1,000 times more. If you want to know what I'm talking about, go to Paul and Tim Do a Thing. This Friday, the next one goes up, and it is me watching some happy, fluffy music that I don't enjoy. So that's also fun.
He did not enjoy it.
No, I did not. I did it though. It got done. So check that out. And that is it going to go up every Friday?
Yes,
so
every Friday.
As of the moment. So there you go. Friday at 11 a.m.
Yep.
Why 11 a.m., Paul?
Because that way it's in everybody's recommended list at lunchtime. So
What?
If you're watching at lunchtime on a Friday.
Nobody wants to watch us at lunch.
Yeah,
They want to eat their lunch and not lose their lunch. You know what I'm saying?
we do both.
That's weird. Anyways, that's it for the video. Thank you for checking it out. Thank you for doing the thing. If you want me or Paul to talk about a certain musical thing that you like, you can leave me a comment down below, and I will probably ignore it and not watch that at all. I don't know. All right, fine. I'll watch your stupid music thing.